Hello, welcome to the Self-Learning Podcast by Dr. Sushma Singh. Let us start discussion on Unit 13, Methods of Research. Learning about research methods would help us find out how we get to know what we take as facts. Lack of adequate nutrition makes us suffer from malnutrition. Polluted water causes jaundice. Regular exercises keep us fit and free from common diseases. How do we come to these facts? Some researchers in some places must have carried out studies to find each of the above facts. When we ask how a particular research has gone about making a study, we are basically inquiring about the researcher's method. There are some common ways of carrying out one's research, and this unit is going to talk about such methods. It will also describe the various steps in the research process. The unit will also once again clarify the difference between the methodology and method and explain the subtle relationship between the two terms. Understanding the ways of systematic research is to prepare ourselves to undertake our own mini research project. Please note that the project will comprise one of our assignments. Now let us move to the next point, centrality of research methods in social sciences. In the social sciences, the identity of disciplines depends largely on the methods its practitioners use. In other words, you cannot ignore the centrality of methods in the social sciences. Most of social science disciplines borrowed the methods from the natural sciences, though they study matters quite different from matters in the natural sciences. As a result, the social sciences are continuously engaged in resolving the contradiction between the materials pertaining to social phenomena and methods belonging to the study of natural phenomena. As mentioned in the previous chapter, the methods refers to technical rules that define procedures for collection and analysis of data. If there are various methods of data collection, there are also several methods of data analysis, such as statistical inferences, sampling, and new forms of computer-based qualitative data analysis. There are also methods of research inquiry, such as formulation of research problems, methods of constructing hypotheses, concepts, theories, and propositions. If understood in this frame, methods lay down the procedure for generation of reliable and objective knowledge. Researchers are not free to formulate a questionnaire, conduct an interview, or carry out participant observation the way they like. They need to follow definite and well accepted procedures to ensure that knowledge generated methods turns out to be objective, authentic, and reliable. Now let us move to the next point, interface between methodology and method. Once more, to clarify, we draw our attention to the fact that methodology refers to the broad theoretical and philosophical frame into which procedural rules fit. The study of the interface between the methods and methodology is called the philosophy of social research. It explores the manner in which the broad philosophical and methodological orientations validate and authenticate the procedural rules for collection and analysis of data. According to Brewer, the causal relationship could be stated in the following manner. The success of a research pursuit is largely determined by the methodology on which it is based. You already know that the research methodology is a broad frame of the research process. It elucidated the theoretical orientation with which the research process is to be carried out, that guides the choice of methods and techniques to be used. Sociologists like to believe that what gives social research its scientific flavor is the inductive approach that helps the researchers to arrive at broad generalizations. You may be wondering why we are discussing methodology while this unit is on methods of research. Hope the above discussion has clarified that it is necessary to be clear about one's methodology in order to arrive at the procedural rules or methods of one's research. This is why we are now going to discuss basic elements of methodology, which in turn help us to decide the particular methods to be used. Now let us move to the next point, elements of research methodology. The basic elements that build research methodology are concepts, proposition or hypothesis, theories. The three elements provide the scaffolding to reach a research methodology. All these elements are related to each other in a cyclical fashion. Why? You can define a concept by using a theory. The concepts in turn shape the content of the theories. Let us now acquaint ourselves with each of three elements. The first is concept. Concepts are the building blocks of social science. You can define a concept as a shorthand representation of a variety of facts. It is significant symbol or component of social scientific language. All concepts are essentially the abstractions of reality. A reality has several dimensions. Hence, a concept can convey several meanings and impressions. The concepts are defined according to the theoretical orientation of the researcher and bring coherence into the abstraction of the phenomena under study. The concepts then form the basis of the theories. Now the next one is propositions or hypotheses. Propositions are the statements of the interrelationships among concepts. The definitions of particular concepts as subjects of research involve explicit or implicit contrast between the concepts under consideration and the set of all these possible subjects chosen from the same universe. For instance, while inquiring into the domain of human groups with special reference to peasants, the term peasant is defined as a type of person or community having particular characteristics that contrast with urban dwellers, tribals, etc. I suggest that you look once again at Unit 3 to learn more about hypotheses. Now the next term is theories. You can understand theories as the systems of concepts and propositions that explain the relationships and underlying principles characterizing a phenomena. There could be grand range theories which attempt to fit together in logical pattern vast areas of human behavior. There could also be a theoretical system with a modest scope involving a small number of concepts and propositions. Theories differ with regard to their effectiveness as the sources of propositions that can be tested by empirical research. Hence, you cannot say that a theory has been proved. However, successful verification of propositions or hypotheses always has implications for the theoretical system to which it relates. Each such verification strengthens the theory. Now let us wind up the session and take rest. Thank you very much for engaging yourself with the Self-Learning Podcast.